Good morning. Welcome back to another vlog.
Good morning, Poo Poo.
Can I get something else on you besides that?
Good morning, Poo Poo.
Okay,
Good morning.
She said. Oh, damn. Good morning. Wait, you can't see me, can you?
Yeah, I can see you fine.
Come on.
You're yellow bone. I'm not.
I'm not as dark as you. Good morning.
Good morning, everybody. Where we at? Tuesday. Today's Tuesday morning. Finally, we have a beautiful weather. Also, it seems. I mean, the sun is out right now. Bonjour mes chers amis, bienvenue sur une nouvelle édition de vlog. Si c'est la première fois que vous suivez notre vidéo, appuyez sur le bouton abonner. Abonnez-vous sur cette chaîne et vous ne serez pas déçus. Subscribe to the channel, people. If you just happen to stumble upon this video, just subscribe to the channel. You know, we're a loving family of 6. No, we're not. We're just another family, you know, living, trying to make a way in the world. That's what we are. And there's a lot of, you know, in and out to the family that I think everybody will love. You know, in today's vlog, I want to talk about business. You know, I want to talk about how to start a business, you know, the things to think about. You know, because I have started a few businesses and I know where I went wrong, you know, and now being a little older and wiser and more mature, you know, I'm ready to take on my next challenge. You know, I'm ready to start another business. You know, I know, you know, in terms of regulations on small business, you know, we're if you're a small business owner, you know, you feel regulations more than anybody else because you don't make as much money as the big ones, you know. But the idea here is to build it from something small, you know, to build it to a very big, you know, large business. You know, that's the idea here. But I'm gonna give you just, I'm gonna talk about it throughout the day, but I'm gonna tell you just a little bit. The first business I ever started was with a friend of mine, you know, Cedric in Florida. We started a clothing business. Now, don't get me wrong, but like in the beginning, given the amount of money we put out to start it, it was successful. You know what I mean? I think where we went wrong on that one is we didn't follow through, right? Like there's a process to business where when you first started, you know, you're gonna struggle, you know, trying to find your way, trying to find, you know, your catch, things of that nature. And I think we didn't follow through. You know, we started it was doing good, and then something in some way that, you know, and it had nothing to do with him and I in terms of our friendship, you know, because we're still great friends, you know what I mean? But we didn't follow through. We kind of, you know, we didn't follow through, you know. That's you know, and you know, that's what I can say about that. The one business that I started that went really well for me was when I did my cleaning business in Niagara Falls, New York. It was a stupid decision to leave Niagara Falls when I did. We shouldn't have. But as the day goes on today, throughout the vlog, I'm going to talk about that a lot more, about what happened, you know, how did I make it, you know, the success that it was, and what it could have been.
Okay, so I made some bread.
Mommy, where's bread?
Right here.
No. Who want it?
This was the bread that was in the plate.
No.
You see how you messed the table? Hold you.
I finished.
Got some more in the oven. Some more coming in the oven. Yes?
Can I have some
Go ahead.
butter, please?
With butter? Fine.
You know, for us, man, I mean, for me personally, it's always been a dream of mine to own a business. You know, it's something that I've been working on for a long time, and I've tried different businesses, you know, that haven't worked out the way I wanted to. But it's important not to ever stop. You know what I mean? So, so you know, it's we did the clothing one. You know, for given what we spent, like what we invested, the profit was great. You know, like I said, we didn't keep up with it, so that was that. The second one that I did, which was my most profitable business, is the cleaning service I ran when I was in Niagara Falls. And what happened was, my wife had got a job and I stopped working, so I was home taking care of the kids. And then she told me about the company that come and clean her office. And she said she spoke to the lady who runs it, and you know, they might have a position open and this will be part-time, so maybe I can just go do it in the evening, you know, because being home all day, you know, after a while, you know, it gets tiring. So I took the job and I liked it. It was easy. There was nothing hard. So I said, you know what, I can probably do this myself, you know. So while I was working for them part-time in the evening, I set up my own company, which one of the mistakes that I made is I hired a company to do the paperwork for me. So I spent I would say maybe about $500 to do all the paperwork. Insurance was cheap. Insurance was like $500 for $500,000 policy. It's $1 million policy, but there's a $500,000 per incident, no more than $1 million, not to exceed $1 million, and that was like about $500 for a year, you know. So that's relatively cheap. And then equipment, you know, for the cleaning, you know, I bought a vacuum, bought a bunch of cleaning supplies, you know, and it worked out pretty well. And, you know, I had a lot of residential clients that I was dealing with, and I had a lot of people that I would clean their house weekly. And the thing that was the most enjoyable with that was the freedom that came with that. Like, I set my own schedule. I decided when I work, when I didn't work, you know. And the money was pretty good because I prided myself on doing a good job. And, you know, the clients that I had, that way they would pay me. Excuse me. And also they would refer me to a lot of their friends and their family members. So, and on top of that, I started trying to get some commercial clients, you know. And I didn't really land one just yet before we left, but I had a lot of people companies that called me that I went to give a bait to and spoke to and all that, you know. So it was moving in the right direction. But the housing, you know, our housing situation wasn't the best, and you know, the weather and all that stuff. So we ran up out of there and went to Florida. The idea was, let's go back to Florida and then I can redo it, you know. And that's what I said about. You won't necessarily be able to replicate the same thing if you just get up and go somewhere else, you know. So, you know, when you see businesses and if you're interested in starting a business, you have to see how much money do you have to invest. Like for me, I never had a lot to invest, so it was always, what's the cheapest thing that I can find? You know, so the cleaning thing wasn't that expensive to invest in, just about doing the paperwork, which you pay for insurance, and then buy the equipment, which wasn't, you know, too many things. So that was affordable. There's a business right now that my wife she had kind of, you know, dabble with it before, but now she want to do it again. She want to take it more seriously and really, really do it. So. And that's a very low investment business as well. I don't want to go into it all the way yet, but it has to do with spice. It has to do with seasoning. But when she gets going, you know, we're gonna do an entire vlog about this. You guys will see what she's doing.
Welcome back, guys. It's still Tuesday, and it's Tuesday afternoon, I think. My brothers are inside watching TV. My mom's inside working. Nelly. I think she went inside. Do you see this bug right here? This bug just went on my shoulder and I just picked it up. I'm gonna kill it. So I asked my mom if we can go to the pool right now, and she said no. Because previously there was a storm yesterday, and and she thinks that my dad did not have enough time.
10 p.m. and dinner is underway. I realized today that I need some land, a farmhouse, some fresh milk, lots of flour, and an apron. Cause again, I'm here making bread for dinner tonight. I have some buttered noodles and some grilled chicken and some nicely seasoned biscuits slash bread to go with our dinner for tonight. I'm gonna keep it simple, short, and real stupid, I guess. Nothing, you know, major. My hands are covered in flour. Got the oven on already. I got some already in the oven.
Mom, what's in the oven?
Some more. So dinner is served. We've ate our food already, cleaned up. Sorry I didn't get to show you. Come over here. What's the matter?
Did we not eat the bread?
What?
What is it?
Nothing? Nothing? There's nothing.
What is it? What is it? What is it?
Okay, I said, why did we need to go to the bathroom? It was just kind of a little joke.
Daddy, how about this? Why did chicken cross the road?
Why?
Because you
Tell me
needed
why.
because you needed to use the bathroom. Why do that? Why is the chicken?
And on that note, thank you for watching us. Have a good night.
Good night.